Hiroshima in 1945 was a busy military city. The city's population of around 200,000 were no strangers to conflict, with many of its citizens experiencing fighting and wars through the ever-increasing Japanese Empire. But its experiences of war were about to change forever on the 6th of August 1945, when the world's first atomic bomb to be used in conflict was detonated above the city. After the end of the Second World War, the new Japanese government implemented a new constitution in 1947, and it was Article 9 of this which we were here to discuss. Article 9 renounces war and forbids the nation to hold military forces, with the exception of self-defense forces. In recent years and decades, this article has been under much debate, with heightened world and local tensions. The 6th Global Interreligious Conference on Article 9 took place to reaffirm religious groups' views that Article 9 should remain in place. It was also, however, an opportunity for us to pay remembrance to the victims of the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. As we were taken around the important historical sites of the city, we learned stories of some of the victims, from school children to Koreans living in the city and the discrimination they were facing at the time. Tens of thousands of people were killed in the bombing, and many more suffered from its long-lasting effects. The night before the conference began, Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump met in Singapore. There was great optimism, not just amongst the Korean delegates, but all the delegates for what could come of this summit. Peace and the reunification of Korea is a prayer that has been held dearly here for so long, and to continue that message we held a prayer vigil beside the A-bomb dome, one of the most recognisable images of the attack on Hiroshima. Standing at the Odusan Unification Tower overlooking North Korea was a strangely peaceful experience. Looking across the water was almost made to feel like a view into another world that was so different, but so similar at the same time. We read many stories of people separated from family and friends as a border was created almost overnight, never to see them again. What was overwhelming though was a desire to get rid of that border, to bring peace in Korea and reunite it as one. But here, you're never far away from a reminder that you're at the border of two countries still technically at war. We weren't here though just to reflect on the past. We were in Korea to support the NCCK's peace treaty campaign, which in recent years had been to both the USA and UK. While meeting with government officials, Lee Ying-young, a member of South Korea's National Assembly, and Lee Tok-ying, Secretary to the President for Unification Policy, the NCCK, along with us, their partners, made clear our desire for peace and reunification. These views were met warmly with the officials, thanking the NCCK for their work that they have been doing for many decades now. But what can we do, 5,000 miles and a culture away? We have two actions. The first is to campaign for the lifting of sanctions against North Korea. These were intended to try and suppress the North Korean government, but have the biggest impact on its citizens, which leads to our second action. To educate people across Scotland on the conditions facing North Koreans on a day-to-day basis, their poverty in every sense of the word, and to encourage people to help them in whatever way they find possible.